Hey guys, welcome back to another video. आज हम बात करने वाले हैं 5 mistakes that you should not be doing in college. I've been in college for almost 3 years now, and I know I've observed a lot of things that my friends do, and I've committed some mistakes. College gives you a lot of freedom, okay? Like mostly a lot of you come from JE background, so for 2 years you've been hustling, you've been studying a lot, but the moment you land in college, you're like, hey, I've got this incredible amount of freedom. मेरे पास मेरा खुद का room है. I have my own set of friends. I can do whatever I want. I can, roam around the campus. No one's gonna tell me anything. Even if I don't study, no one really cares. I can just go out anytime and no one really cares. So a lot of people get this incredible amount of freedom, which a lot of people haven't seen before during their school days. Now there are few people who use this freedom, use it productively, make new friends, build a nice network, learn a lot of new things, and in a way progress in their career. At the same time, there are people who take this freedom, get into the wrong things, and then from there onwards their life progress is just a downhill. So I want you guys to be the one who progresses in his career and not someone who uses freedom to go downhill in life. So without any further ado, let's talk about the 5 mistakes that most college students commit and why I do not want you guys to commit the same mistake. Number one is pretty simple. It's not joining clubs or departments. Now, I know a lot of people in my first year who did not go out and join these clubs and departments. A lot of colleges have clubs. Clubs are essentially a group of like-minded people who want to do something together. For example, there could be a club for debating, there could be a club for web development, there could be a club for entrepreneurship. So there are a lot of clubs in these colleges, and you guys as first year students or second year students should actively participate in these clubs. Because remember, college is not just about reading books. It's not like 12th grade wherein you study a couple of JE books, do an exam, and then succeed in life apparently. College isn't like that. You gotta be someone who's all-rounded. You need to be able to communicate well, you should be able to express yourself well in public, and at the same time develop some sort of interest so that moving on in life you have a clear path. Clubs are a great way of exploring paths, right? A lot of first year students are confused about, hey, what should I do in life? And club is the answer. So join as many clubs as you want, and eventually you'll find yourself liking a particular topic. जैसे अगर मैं entrepreneurship के club में हूँ और marketing के club में हूँ, then I can compare starting a startup and marketing, and I can be like, hey, मुझे इस फील्ड में जाना चाहिए या फिर इस फील्ड में जाना चाहिए, and then eventually you'll be able to take better life decisions. So join as many clubs and departments as possible. Extracurriculars में do focus so that you guys get to know what happens out there in the real life. The second mistake that a lot of people commit is misuse of internet. Now the internet is a great resource, right? You can do online courses, you can watch Netflix, you can watch Amazon Prime, entertainment is sorted, you can learn a lot of things, like education is sorted. The internet just connects a lot of people, so you can even start a company using just the internet. But at the same time, the internet has the negative aspects. Every positive thing has some sort of negative aspect, which includes obscene content, pornography, violence, and a lot of bad things attached to it. And you know what? The bad side of the internet seems lucrative because a lot of people get dopamine hits when they watch these kind of content. But I've done some research on this topic, and it's been scientifically proven that the bad side of the internet, which is used for dopamine hits, is a very addictive phase. Like once you get trapped into it, it's super difficult to get out of it. You don't want to get into the wrong parts of the internet and then feel guilty, have mental instability, and then just have a different perspective altogether. So no matter what your hormones are saying, don't trust it. Use your brain and just stay in the good part of the internet. That's good for your future. Another thing to keep in mind is substances, alcohol, weed, all of this. Now see, smoking and drinking, a lot of people do it across the world, right? But remember, smoking has a lot of bad effects and everyone knows about it, but still, people get into it. And college is, in most people's lives, college is the time when they get into smoking. So please do not get into smoking. If you care about your lungs, if you care about living for a long time, then do not get into that. I know a lot of people who got into smoking and I've been observing their life path, and right now in their 40s and 50s, they're struggling, they're having a lot of health complications, they're having heart diseases, and they're having lung diseases. A lot of things are happening. So you might not feel the effects right now, but later on in your life, it's gonna kill you definitely. As far as drinking is concerned, mostly people, drinking is acceptable, but obviously if you go above a limit, then you're gonna lose your mind. I've remained clean, so I don't drink, neither do I smoke, and I'm quite happy with my life, to be honest. So just live a clean life if possible. And if you want health reasons about why you should not be drinking or smoking, watch Ranveer Alabadia's videos where he talks about why you shouldn't be doing it and how you can improve your life by just quitting smoking or drinking. The next part is inferiority complex. Now remember, when I went to college in my first year, I was stunned by the amount of things people were doing. Some guys were getting crazy internships, some guys were getting placed at Google, few people were starting successful startups, and I was like, अरे मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ life में? ये लोग तो कितने successful है? And then I just started doing a lot of things at once, and I was very frustrated. I was like, hey, I gotta cope up with this crowd, I gotta do something. Everyone is good in academics, everyone is good at some or the other extracurriculars, people are going to like sport clubs. What am I doing? And then I was like, hey, take a chill pill. Everything is gonna happen if you stay patient. So just go to college, start observing what people are doing, but at the same time don't feel inferior, because you have capability, you have potential. Every single person has potential. So don't worry about, if agar koi fod raha hai, then don't care, like it's fine. Just observe his success and just appreciate it instead of feeling salty or being like, hey, he's doing such great things, even I should be doing something similar. Be yourself, do whatever you like, because see, when I went to YouTube, when I went to college, very few people were doing YouTube. There were people who were way more successful than me, but I followed my passion of making like on-cam videos showing my face. So I didn't follow anyone else. I was very original when it came to content, and that worked out pretty well, right? So you follow your own thing. If you like, say machine learning, then follow your own path, learn from others, but don't try copying others. Just be yourself. Everyone's unique, and don't feel inferior, you're special. The last one is bunking classes. So see, at least at BITS there is 0% attendance, right? So what I do is I have to figure out all the important classes and I'll have to eliminate all the useless classes. That's how I do it, and it has worked out pretty well, right? So you need to see which classes you want to really attend. Like there are few classes, अगर वो classes को आप नहीं गए, then you would not be able to do your exam well. So that might put you in a bit of trouble. So be careful while choosing those classes. Choose all the important classes, and at the same time there are classes which are essentially waste of time, at least in my opinion. So you need to figure out which classes are useful, which classes aren't, and then accordingly prioritize things, right? Because while studying you might have a lot of things to do at once, a lot of subjects to do at once, and without prioritization it's going to be difficult to cope up with the syllabus or finish all the syllabus at one go. And that's why I say, just prioritize things, know which subjects are important. There are credits given to each subject, so few subjects might be of 4 credits, few subjects might be of 2 credits. So obviously you'll have to prioritize a 4 credit one over a 2 credit one, because the chances of you increasing your CGPA using a 4 credit course is way higher than a 2 credit course for obvious reasons. And that way you need to plan out everything pretty well. A good planned academic year is much better than a hard-working year where you have no clue about what's happening, right? I've done this in the past. I used to be a very bad planner. I just used to sit right before the exam and then start studying. That did not give me optimum performance. But later on I was like, hey, let's be consistent, let's plan out study sessions, and let's prioritize subjects. That way I was able to perform a little bit better. So yeah, keep that in mind. And that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then do hit the like button and subscribe. Please subscribe. And with that, I'm gonna leave you. Tata, take care. See you. Bye.